Alright guys, welcome back to episode 9. We are moving along in this playthrough. And to be honest, I still haven't even edited the other 2 episodes. So, I am making this episode ahead of schedule because, well, I am addicted to playing on this playthrough. So, with that being said, last time we finished up with the train station and then we were downstairs working on some more of the black powder. And I showed off the rubber and plastic plant, but as you might see, or you can tell from the last time, there's some more stuff going on here. So we've got some packaged fuel going on. I did try to get some of this petroleum coke to actually make this black powder, but you cannot use petroleum coke for the coal in here. I was really hoping it would be used as a substitute, kind of like the coal generators allow you to use the petroleum coke. It just takes a lot more, or it burns a lot faster than coal. So I was really hoping that was a thing, but it is not, so I got to get some coal over here. However, we've completely overhauled all of downstairs here. We've got our awesome sinks and everything coming over the bypass once everything's full. For the buffers, we've got our buffers going to the 2 train stations. We've got our sulfur coming in. We've got our water going up, and we are also producing sulfuric acid now. Back in episode 7, we had gotten the nitrogen gas, and I had talked about getting over to the aluminum plant. So we've got our sulfuric acid finally going, and that is just simply coming right down here into this storage container. And then I ran this beautiful underground sulfuric acid line, not an oil line, a sulfuric acid line, all the way across here. And I was originally going to do the train track, but the pipe just wasn't looking good. So I was like, you know what? The aluminum factory's right there. So let's bring the sulfuric acid over to the aluminum factory. And now we've also got our nitrogen gas not too far away as well. So what we will probably do today is finish piping that in. And instead of piping it into the main base where I did, we'll move that over and we will literally get ready to build all of our batteries right here at this facility. In fact, I think we only need the sulfuric acid and the aluminum casing to finish that. So I had Satisfactory tools up earlier, and I was going to do 2.5 blenders, which is 50 batteries per minute. So that is what we were going to work on in this episode, and I'm going to expand right back here on the back side of the plant here to get those blenders going, and let's get some batteries going. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I was a little wrong at the time. The blender, we need the nitrous for something. The nitrogen. We need the nitrogen. Nitrous and nitrogen, is that the same thing? Anyways, I digress. We need the alumina solution, which is already here. So we've got everything we need here at this point to make it. So now we need to just set this up, and then we've got water as a byproduct coming out. So the water can probably just feed right back into these lines, kind of like I already do have it going. This water's feeding out, and then it feeds back over to the silica production, which is good because we are actually pumping too much alumina solution. And what ends up happening right now on this current system, even with this overflow right here, burning all of this, eventually the alumina solution fills up completely, and then it shuts off the production over there because it backfills the pipes, obviously, and then this just runs the hell out, and it never actually goes because these guys aren't eating enough. So we've got an overproduction of alumina solution. What I don't know is how much overproduction we have. So we're just going to have to kind of monitor the system. So we'll let that run, and we will take a look at the blender again one more time. So we need 40. I only need 3 of these guys. So 40, 80, and 50% clock, or I can try to run it. So at 20 batteries, we'll be doing 60 batteries per minute then, if I'm going to leave these at 100%. So let's go ahead, and where do I want to put these bad boys? Great freaking question. I don't know. Let me play around with that, and we'll come back when they're all in place. Alright guys, welcome back, and here we are. Our little 3 blender setup with our iron casts. What are, man, sometimes I really struggle with remembering our aluminum casing. Goodness, iron. What am I saying, man? Anyways, getting tired. It's getting late, so it took about 2 hours or so to do this, but everything is running. Our 88% is only because of the fact that the last thing I did was the water here, so what I did was I just merged it into a line that ends up getting recycled back into the aluminum scrap. And so I have the pumps coming in, and then I just put a valve here, and it's 30 times 3, so you got 90, and then I put the valve basically, and I just limited the incoming line to 510, and the difference is the 90 going in, so this makes it a full 600 line. So we've got the water being recycled out and back into the other system there without having the pumps pump too much extra. A little bit of extra if needed here or there, so we got about 100 in that pipe if needed for other production, but plenty of room to expand, wrap this thing around if anything. Still got room back here to expand on the factory in the future if we need to increase these numbers at all. Plenty of room to continue building out. And even on, even on the train right here too. So if we really had to, could basically put another turn roundabout right here and put another station right here, so we'd have more supplies coming in or even going out if need be. But man, we've got drones now, you know, with batteries being pumped out. We've got drones. So what I think is going to happen next is I might pipe this nicely into this pillar here and get the batteries upstairs to the roof and get our first drone port. And that drone will be responsible for basically filling up other drone ports that will need batteries, and this will be the main thing. So we have 100 batteries per minute being made right now, so these guys should fill up pretty damn quick. In about 20 minutes or so we will be full on batteries. And from what I understand, I personally haven't used drones yet myself in this playthrough, not in the playthrough, in the game period, since they came out. So this is my first time using it, but from what I understand, according to Wolf and what I've seen from other players online, the batteries kind of last a decent amount. So, and the drones go pretty far. So I'm excited to see what we really get here and see what usage. But that's going to wrap up this video. We've got another little section done. Appreciate you guys watching, tuning in. Of course, like always, I stream on Twitch while I'm building all these long in between builds that you guys quickly get to see here on YouTube. But if you want to check that out, it's twitch.tv/MrToX M8. Of course, I'll link that right here, right now. And then I really appreciate a subscribe, like, leave any comments, any questions, things like that. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.